Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Daily Tarot. This is the Daily Tarot for October 13th, 2025. Thanks for being here. And we're going to take a look at a few cards, get an idea of the day ahead of us today. We can use this reading as a way to gain some inspiration, some insight, to sort of just start the day off with a sense of meditation and focus on some spiritual matters, or just get an idea of how we want to proceed with the day. It can also give us a bit of a heads up. The main focus of this reading, as always, is how we can, as spirits in a physical world, in a physical body, how we can have the most beneficial day ahead of us today. So I'll take a look at a couple cards. We're going to use the Smith-Waite tarot deck. This is the old classic. All of current tarot cards, for the most part, use these images as a basis. And some go pretty far off the path, and that is completely fine. Those make for some really, really intriguing and interesting decks. But I felt like the classic was a good way to start the week off today. So let's take a look at things and see what is in store for us this Monday. Hope everybody had a good weekend. We had the World card pretty much come up twice in a row, once on Friday and once for the weekend reading. Definitely a sense of completions, hopefully, for all of you. Just as a reminder, this is a collective reading, a universal reading of the energies in play for the day, Monday 13th, 2025. That's one of the cards. And the other one is over here. Here we go. And let's see what the cards have to say. Five of Wands, a little bit of strife today, but ultimately 10 of Pentacles. So again, the Five of Wands card, I talk about this quite often when it comes up on the channel. This is the idea or the card of not like overly mean conflict. This is the card of competition. This is the card of sports, of competition with yourself. How can you better yourself? When people get together and they play a sport or they engage in any kind of competition, that might be chess, right? Any kind of game or any kind of competition, they are testing themselves against other people. They are testing themselves in a competitive way to either better themselves or to better their team. And it can improve us through competition. Can improve us. It can help us push ourselves, push our skills, push our abilities. And what I'm getting off this is that if you take the mindset that Monday today is going to be full of conflict and it's going to be rough and it's just going to be hard, that's not going to help you any. And it's definitely not going to get you to this 10 of Pentacles and this sense of just physical happiness and security and a sense of, hey, I did this and this is how I am going to celebrate that I did this. So if things are, if there seems, or there is the appearance of a lot of strife today, or a lot of things maybe just not going your way, take a step back and remember and think about the idea of this is all a game. It does take a little bit of, do it as a thought exercise. What if this is all a game? Even if you're stuck in traffic or you're trying to push through a project that is having a bunch of difficulties, and maybe you've got somebody that doesn't want to do that project and you're having to work with them to modify the project or change the project, and you don't want to do that. What if it's all a game? How much more does that mean we can dive in and compete and rub shoulders a bit and enjoy that competition and maybe take some of the seriousness, take some of the ego out of it? Something to think about, something to play around with just as a thought exercise today. Because ultimately it feels like today is going to be a very successful day. It's going to be a day of really like maybe it's almost like a feeling I'm getting that it's going to be like a day where you're going to feel like you've left everything on the field, to use another sports ball reference, right? You can go home at the end of the day today and really feel like you accomplished a lot, that you did a lot, and you held your own. You held your own. Yeah. So don't get lost in the small battles today. Don't get lost in the petty, ego-driven strife, right? This is a matter of taking sort of a different perspective, of seeing the long-term goal, seeing the long-term happiness and the long-term stability. Okay. But don't get lost in the go and try to set yourself up to win the war, not win every battle. But also knowing that a little bit of competition and a little bit of having to like push yourself in things that might be uncomfortable, or push yourself against other people or other situations, that's not to really be avoided today. I think you're going to receive a lot of benefit from sort of getting in there with the sticks and trying something out for the first time, trying out that sense of competition. If you're somebody that likes competition, then this is going to be a very powerful day for you. This is going to feel pretty natural to you. And I would say, if nothing else, just be aware of sometimes people don't like competition, and how can you help them learn how to do what you do in a beneficial way, so that everybody grows and everybody wins. All right. Pretty straightforward for Monday, I think. That came through pretty clear. I'm going to draw a punctuation card, again, from the Angels and Ancestors deck. That one right there. Kind of came out smooth as silk on that one. Things are going really smooth. I like it. Surround yourself with protective energy. Okay, so with this coming down with the Five of Wands, there is a sense of there's a sense of wanting to protect yourself. There's a sense of not going past your boundaries with whatever competition is in play today. Don't go beyond boundaries that you are not safe with or you're not comfortable with. If things are getting too heated, take a step back. Make sure this casts a slightly different light on the energy of this Five of Wands. I do think that overall the energy of the day is going to be incredibly endearing and wonderful, because the Ten of Pentacles is a very, very beneficial and abundant card, especially in the physical realm. But with the call for sort of some protective energies, there might be people that want to engage in that competitive strife. Might be an overall energy that's in play today. So if you don't want to take part in that, right, you can layer yourself up with some protective energy and set some boundaries, set some firm boundaries about what you are willing to engage in and what you are not willing to engage in. All right. Yeah. Okay. I hope everyone had a good weekend. I hope everyone has a wonderful Monday. Oh, and I almost forgot. Please, since this is a universal reading, if you want to, and you have an oracle deck handy or a deck of tarot cards, please go ahead and pull a card for yourself. That'll be your individual strand as it connects to this reading. And you can do a little interpretation yourself as to what that card means as your individual card from this general energy today. And leave a note in the comments as to what you pulled or how it worked out. I'd love to hear everybody's take on this energy today of the Five of Wands and how it plays out for you today. And how I think there's a sense of great reward coming from stepping onto the field and being willing to step onto the field with other people. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. You can also reach me at alongadifferentpath@gmail.com. And I will see you on tomorrow's reading. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.